Hello, this is a little nickel tour of the Cornue organ project in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. Basically what we have here, two manual Barton console controlling 16 ranks of pipes currently. I inherited this and the 16 ranks from the late Cornue, and I removed that organ. And currently what we have here, if you want to do an overview, Zach, we have 4 chambers is what the entire instrument will be when it's done. Starting with the main, the foundation, solo, and orchestral, which is what's currently played. There's 15 ranks in the orchestral chamber. That chamber is finished, as well as a 32-note independent 16-foot open wood diapason in the back of the foundation chamber, which is currently playing as well. The plan is when the organ's all done, there'll be 51 ranks total. It's going to be somewhat classical with a mixture and be able to do that kind of stuff as well as theater. The two manual Barton console is going to remain hooked up, and the main console is over here. And it's the 4 manual kilogram console from the Piccadilly Theater in Chicago. It's all apart right now. It's work in progress. Right now I'm working on rebuilding the relay for the combination action, and the next step is manuals are getting pulled out, and then all the pneumatics, everything's going to get re-leathered and cleaned up. It's going to be kept original with the air combination action. It's such a rare console, I think it should be original. And plus I like the air combination. So that's what's going on in the current phase of the project. And now we can step over here to the orchestral chamber. By the way, all the swell shades for this organ are Barton from the Chicago Stadium. There's actually one rank from there. I have the tibia clausa from that organ, which we'll show you. And here's the orchestral chamber, 15 ranks in a relatively small space. But it works out pretty good, and everything is serviceable. I don't know if you want to step in there to just kind of take a look. You can kind of see what's going on. Maybe what we'll do is turn the camera off and we'll go upstairs, and then we'll give you an overshot of the whole thing from above. Okay, here we are on the second level of the orchestral chamber, and 15 ranks are Vox Humana, Canura. This is the chorus trumpet. It's actually a Wix small-scale tuba that the late Cornue voiced into a trumpet on 10 inches wind. It's quite powerful and bright. It's very useful for a lot of different things. Here we have orchestral oboe. That's something to note. It's the Wurlitzer orchestral oboe from the Denver Auditorium, very early, 1917. It plays on 10 inches. Then going from that to the back, we have the Dulciana Celeste sharp, and then we have the Dulciana pitch, or unison, flute, the small-scale orchestral tuba on 7 inches. Back here we have the tibia clausa. It's a 10-inch Barton from the Miller Theater in Woodstock. Coming over here, Wurlitzer clarinet, Godfrey keyhole oboe, and the third Dulciana tuned slightly sharper. So we have a 3-rank Dulciana chorus, which actually works out very nice. It's a pretty sound. Down below, we have the small horn diapason, and then Video and Celeste, all on 7-inch pressure. 16-foot tubas in the back. I don't know if you can see it behind the tibia there. It is serviceable from underneath. And then the 16-foot Wurlitzer metal diaphone against the wall, which is a very early one. It has a very short miter in it, so they're quite tall. And that's basically it for the orchestral chamber. 15 ranks in here, but it's all serviceable. And it works out pretty well. And anyhow, we'll go back out now into the room and just give you a quick look at the rest of the chambers, which aren't finished yet. Here in the solo chamber, playing behind the console here, with all the centerboard now. We have 16-foot violone made by Schaefer, and behind that is a 16-foot Welty Gemshorn. On the back wall is a 25-inch Wurlitzer bombard from the Isis Theater, Denver, Colorado. Quite powerful, yet not overwhelming. I have tested it, and it's going to sound good. Stacked up there is the 25-inch tibia clausa from the Chicago Stadium. If you notice, the scale is quite large. It's actually 8-foot C is larger than the 16-foot Borden that I have. We're in the main chamber now. On the far left, Kimball Borden, and over here a rare Kimball metal diaphone. It's actually the same size beaters used on the wood ones, except it has metal resonators. This chamber will house, I believe it's 13 ranks in here, not quite as many as the orchestral. It's going to be somewhat of a stereo match to the orchestral, but not quite. There's a few things different, but it'll kind of give a balance to the whole instrument from one side to the other. Coming into here is the foundation chamber. We have the glockenspiel currently temporarily hooked up here on the floor. That's eventually going to get mounted on a shelf over on the west wall. Here is a Wurlitzer wood diaphone. This is a particularly unusual one. This is also from the Denver Auditorium, and it's voiced on 30-inch pressure. Now you might think, gosh, that's going to blow people's heads off, but really, I've tested it. It's not overwhelming. It's just a big sound. I think it'll blend pretty well with the whole thing. And this is the 1910 Kimball open wood diapason, and this gives a nice rumble in the pedal also. In here is going to be, I think, I don't remember, 8 or 9 ranks, something like that. I have to look at the sheet, but when it's all done, it's going to work out. So that's about it for this chamber. We're now in the basement. There is a basement underneath the center two chambers of the foundation and solo chambers. And down here is where the 3 blowers are housed. There's a 5-horse, 7.5, and 10 horsepower blower that run the whole instrument. Get past everything here. We'll open this up so you can take a look inside and see what's running all this. Here we have the 3 blowers that power the instrument. Over on the far right there is the 5 horsepower. That's producing pressure for all the 10-inch ranks. 7.5 horse. This is for all the 7-inch pressure stuff. It's a high CFM blower. And then over here we have the 10 horsepower. Now that's a blower that I actually built out of 2 separate Spencer blowers and made it into a 4-stage left both outlets. So there's a high and low pressure outlet. I get about 33 inches on the high side. That's going to run all the high pressure ranks, 25 and 15 inch. This is the blower room right here. And everything in here has been gone over and rebuilt, so it's all good to go. And coming over here now we're underneath the solo chamber, excuse me. Here's the bottom end of the Isis Bombard. Very early Wurlitzer, built 1915. It's very Hope Jones-like, huge scale. Low C on the inside is 18 inches square on the inside. I think it's 22 on the out. It is quite a thunderous sound when it plays. I have tested it. Everything's rebuilt, re-leathered, all the chest work. These resonators were originally mitered over quite far, and when I bought it, the miter joints are all broken, so it had to be re-glued anyway. So with the height here, we decided to turn the miters around and make them straight again. It actually worked out pretty good. Basically, here's the whole thing. It's in an industrial building, so the acoustics out here are pretty live. And as you can see, there's a pretty large pile of organ parts. But most of it's going to get used, and that'll all pretty much disappear once the organ is together. It's like anything, it takes up a lot more space when it's apart. So anyhow, basically there you have it. This is the Cornue organ project in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. And hopefully someday, I won't say when, it will be all done. So thank you for watching.